My master brought me to a dome like this when I became a Technomancer. It was full of relics, collected by generations of Technomancers from Abundance. There were old consoles there that would allow me to listen to the old recordings, discussions, musings of the settlers, a little view of their life. The dome doesn't exist anymore. There's not much left of what we used to be. But I want that knowledge to last, so I want to tell you what I learned from my master Sean, before a mantis destroyed all the knowledge that was there.
All right. What was your master like?
He was quiet and kept to himself, but over time we still managed to grow close. He hated how Technomancers were treated in Abundance, dreamed of freedom. He seemed calm, cool and collected, but on the inside, he was all rebel. He couldn't stand taking orders, which never goes down well. No matter how many times you're told, or how well you know that one day you're going to be separated from your parents or masters, it never makes it easier when it finally happens. And it's only harder when you have no one else to really guide you. Technomancers are my family, but
It was probably hard for him too. I got a feeling I would have liked him if I'd ever had the chance to know him.
There was a pitch-black circular room with a console in the middle. When I started it up, flickering bluish images appeared. A doctor examining a man. The man had apparently undergone a mutation that allowed him to generate a massive electrical charge. He was the first Technomancer, Andrew.
So you're saying you and I...
Afflicted with a specific mutation that the settlers were studying. It's why they created our gear. You, who has witnessed the secret with your own eyes, who, in your heart, knows the knowledge that he bears is true, and has understood that this knowledge could cast our kind into an endless pit of despair. As you drink the sap of the world, the water that feeds our lives, abandon who you thought you were, and now become our brother, Andrew Mancer. Together, we've shared the water and secret. Now, swear to forever protect the knowledge of the earth, and dedicate your life to finding it again, to defend and protect our secret, even if you must sacrifice your life to do so.
I swear I will.
Then, welcome, brother. Captain, good to see you. You hear the rumor about Aurora's dowser?
Dismissed? Of course. We have a general who's died.
Tell your general he can stop dying then. I took a tablet from an Aurora messenger.
Where Victor failed, you succeeded. And it is exactly what our military commanders will think. Colonel's going to have trouble keeping support in the assembly with that out there. Well done, Lieutenant.
Captain,
feel like an idiot. I feel like any jackass with 2 eyes is gonna know we're frauds.
Relax. No one besides Victor's gonna find out what's going on. I promise you.
Holy shit. Feels like it's been forever since I was back in my shed. Good to be home. Now, where do we start our search?
No idea. Was hoping you'd point the way.
I hope I'll be able to.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Can't open the lock or break it. We need the combination.
Nah, not really. I barely even remember my dad.
Did your father have any secrets?
Who doesn't? So, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start combing the place.
Lead the way.
You have any idea where we...
Nah, not...
So this is where your father...
Yeah. I mean, looks...
What about all his tools?
Most. But I found a box in his room which probably had his favorites, and...
Let me take a look at the tools and locker. You have any memory?
Well, I remember right when I started working.
On a wall? All right, I'm gonna start combing the place. Maybe we'll find...
Lead the way.
Your old friend Mark...
No, I don't believe him. That was some time ago, though, but...
Do you remember where he'd put his tools?
Mark was private and protective of his stuff. Didn't like people nosing around. And since he always had people visiting his shed, he would...
Right. Well, maybe they're still in there. Where did he used to put his valuables?
Oh, Zachariah, I'm not sure he had valuables. Not, at least not in fine...
You ever look inside that locker, Emil?
No, No. It had a big lock with a code on it. Never knew how to get in.
Maybe I can break it open. Well, head back and check the...
Well, yes, it is a very large shed.
Can't open the lock or break it. Gonna need the combination. Amelia, there was a map of the shed with his tool.
Weird. It's not even close to the same shape. Like it was bigger back then. Don't remember any construction being done on it.
Perhaps, and I am just, might Mark not have built a secret room in a corner of the shed? One in which he might have hid some more sensitive work? Or maybe...
That's where your mind goes? A secret room for secret food?
When all likely things are ruled out, the only other options are the unlikely. Got nothing to lose by at least... Can't open the lock or break it. Gonna need the combination. I know.
I'm trying, Zach.
Maybe he used you or your mom's birthdays or their anniversary or something like...
You really think I didn't already try all those? Seriously? Give me a little credit.
What else was important to your dad, other than...
He was a reacher, so traveling in his rover. I remember that rover. Remember one time we wrote this little mantra he had on the dashboard.
What was it?
I don't know, it was so... something about time and exploration. Something about every soul being too short to explore all of Mars, but how each soul still brings a new discovery. Or something like that.
Well, a soul's a Martian day. That's 24 hours, 30... Alright, I'm gonna start combing the place. Maybe we'll find...
Lead the way.
Worked. Locker's open. Just needed to enter the duration of a soul. All for a single key. Got a damn clue what it even goes to. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Scott, I'm gonna need you to dig...
Guy, my mind is a complicated place, Sakura.
You ever seen this key? Know what it goes to?
Nah, no idea. It's a key, Zach. They all look alike.
Yeah, but this one has a drawing on it and was hidden in his locker. So it's probably important.
Mark have any quirks, obsessions, or anything like that?
Yes, he had this incessant need to doodle, drawing little symbols and things all over, everywhere, as he drew so many in so many places that one day he actually drew it all.
Yeah, I found the doodle on his toolbox, and even on the key we found.
It was also on the wall of the shed. I thought it was funny as a kid. Never knew it was my dad who drew it, though.
If it's the same symbol that's on his key, maybe we should check it out. This drawing's hiding some sort of...
Maybe it's a lock?
Mark was quite the jester. He had the audacity, built a secret room in one of the army's sheds and hid a lock in one of his doodles. Oh, what a...
His notes are pretty detailed about this icebreaker. He even lists all the materials needed to build it. I should be able to find them. Oh, and there's a drawing of the whole...
That's perfect! I can retrofit the front of my rover and just attach the icebreaker right to it.
That brings something to mind. Should we not perhaps insulate the machine as well, considering the horrifically low temperature?
Yeah, probably why he added a special coating to the shell. Some kind of light, flexible plate, if I'm reading the notes right. Doesn't say the exact material he used, though. Says how he attached it, but not...
It calls to mind the abandoned dome. All those boxes of insulation lying about. You remember?
Yeah, that's... my dad's drawing. I could probably adapt him to the rover's frame. Why the hell were all those boxes there anyway?
It's where the people who worked in the city beneath the pole lived. To live in those conditions, you better have insulation. Or some damn thick skin.
Maybe. Though the city shouldn't have been under the pole back then. It was nearby, not underneath. All the damn turmoil must have really fucked with the ice's structure. Only thing that's important, though, is you bringing those boxes back to me so I can make my baby cold weather resistant.